The Green Run Stallions are moving back to the 5A South Region Tournament. Before that, they'll take on Memorial on Thursday night for the Atlantic Conference 9 Tournament Championship as they punch their ticket to regionals with a 57-36 win over Salem. Coach, I just mentioned to a couple of your key guys, Cortez Johnson and Torrey Fields, who stepped up today, who we'll get to in a moment, that these last two games of Salem have come down to the wire. Today you win by 21. How'd you do it?
I mean, defensively, I thought we played well, and we rebounded tremendously well. And just we wanted to make sure that, in the zone, and we wanted to make sure we shaded the North Fleet a lot more and not let him get going, and definitely not let the shooters Lattimore hitting the couple. And I just thought we played excellent basketball as far as our role players coming in and doing their job.
It looked like even more than the last time. I know you showed some zone looks last time, and it's not always Damian Showers, your defensive stopper, exclusively on him, but he got in foul trouble, and you mixed up things with your defense, whether it be zone, man, different bodies on him. Was that just trying to keep him off balance, not letting him get in the comfort zone? Or?
I mean, we noticed that that zone was bothering him, but always we wanted to show just a couple man just to keep him off balance a little bit, So when Damian got in trouble, I mean, we got, Quante, he's like the little Damian, so he comes in and he does his job. He knows his role, and I felt like that's the name of the game, just knowing your role.
It's 20-14 at the half. I think Norfolk scored their first 10 points, but nobody else is hurting you. It looked like your defense just stayed at home on other guys and didn't make him have to beat you by himself in a sense too, or?
Well, the whole plan at halftime was, man, we should have been up 10. I thought it, we missed some bunnies, and and I told Sean and the money, I said, y'all can put this game away alone just by finishing. And I felt like the second half, I think Sean, he had a tremendous second half. So, we wasn't going to change our game plan, especially because we felt like that had them in a bad situation.
Unless I'm reading my stat sheet wrong, actually Sean Sanders had 19 points and 18 rebounds, and it seemed like as good as he was, the two guys that always stabilized you were Cortez Johnson with the 7 assists, and then Torrey Fields giving you those rebounds. And a guy that's going from sixth man to a starting role with a couple of key guys out for you guys.
I mean, they know next man up, and we've been waiting for Torrey to come out. Torrey had a very good practice yesterday, and that was one of the things we felt like Torrey would be an unsung hero. I mean, Cortez just does what he's supposed to do. He runs the floor, he runs the show. We've been getting him to be more aggressive in his passes and not be timid. So if you notice, he made a nice pass to Imani down there, something that he hadn't been doing. And we seen that on film, that backside was open. So, we just couldn't be afraid to make passes in the high post.
A couple more for you. Now, you guys lose the game to Maury that could have gotten you the automatic bid to regionals in first place, and Ashley James got hurt in that game. I think teams find out about themselves when they face adversity or injuries. What did you guys learn in the game that you were down 9, had tied it up, could have won it, as you go into the postseason with a couple games left?
Well, we felt like, when he got hurt, it hurt us bad. We had already been losing kids, so it was one of those things where we were going to fight, and then, after the game, we knew that we still had a shot, and we took the next couple of weeks. We took that next week, and we did a lot of work. We put in a lot of work just to make sure we can find our roles and know what kids are expected to do. Our role totally changed when AJ went down.
Yeah, not as deep, I would imagine. But your guys that are playing 28 to 30 minutes probably are really stepping up, it seemed like, from Wood to Showers to even Fields and Johnson.
It's playoff time.
Yeah.
Look, I see teams, they got to go. It's a motor. Look, they don't get tired. They got to go.
Lastly, you get Maury in the conference championship game on Thursday, but how much do you focus your attention to Thursday's game, not Thursday's game, excuse me, the Bethel in the regional matchup? Because the conference championship, you get a trophy out of it, but that's the game that you can go to states if you want. How much do you now prepare for Bethel a little bit, too?
Oh, we're preparing for them tomorrow. We're preparing for two teams. We'll, as a coaching staff, we'll make sure we keep these kids solid, and we'll have a chance to see them out there. I've seen them play a couple times. We know basically we play more. We've been playing Jack Coach. Been playing him since I've been coaching, so he knows what we do. We know what he do, and we just gonna go in and go hard, and then whatever happens. We would like to win and move on and get ready for the regionals as well.
Survive and advance is what it is this time of year. Green Run does so. Thanks for your time. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right.